What is up? We're gonna play a little EverQuest II tonight. I like this game. I mean, it used to be better, but it's still a pretty cool game. I'm in a dungeon. I'm getting YouTube set up, by the way, so I can read the chat. But, yeah, so this, whoa, got the ads playing. So, what we're going to do is, this place is called Stronghold, right? We're going to run around, we're going to do some stuff, have fun, that kind of thing. Alright, there we go. So let's do this, man. Let's have some fun and some good old EQ2. So, I might die, because I'm by myself, right? I'm playing on the live servers. There are a couple emulated servers this game. I've never played an emulated version of this game, I have to say, though. Let's make sure my setup works here. Oh, looking good. Looking good so far. Does the audio sound alright, guys? Hey, what's up? Wild Relic, what's up, man? Everybody can hear me okay? Because this game, those loud skeleton laughs, man. Classic stuff. Haven't played in a little while. It's been at least a couple of weeks since I've been on this character, so playing a paladin. I haven't been to Freeport in a long time. I've been to Kinos recently, and it was pretty good frame rate. I mean, it dips every once in a while, but it wasn't bad. So I gotta remember my hill. Yeah, that's it. Alright, hey, what's up, Militus? How you doing, man? Thanks for joining, buddy. I'll be streaming some WoW Classic, too, man. We should actually plan a night where me and you do something. And we'll stream it. We'll have a good time. See, by streaming, I get an excuse to play video games, right? Because I'm like, hey, I'm working, right? I get more time to play because I'm working. Hey, what's up, Big Bill? Glad you could catch me live, man. I'm gonna be doing it almost every night. Like, I'll have to take some nights, you know, go out and have pizza with the family or whatever. But for most nights, I'm gonna be streaming. So I want to get this going pretty good. I am not gonna attack that guy to heal up. One of the weird things about EQ2 is it's sitting. There's not like a medding to get your HP or your mana back. You just wait it out, as far as I know. Yeah, cool, Militus. We'll definitely do that, man. We will definitely do that. And it's whenever you're free, to be honest. Any night I can do it. And for anybody watching, I can't relay too much detail, but a little bit I don't think would hurt. I am going to be... Ooh, not good. I am going to be doing some... I'm going to be getting on the game Defend the Night soon. Pretty soon. They're working out a few bugs, and they're going to get me in the game. We're going to live stream it at some point. But I'm definitely going to get on there and get some footage so I can show you guys how cool their first dungeon is. You know, public, open dungeon, just like Pantheon. Super excited about that project they got going on. And I'll be able to show you guys some stuff very soon, very soon. They got some bugs they want to work out before they get me on there. I almost did it tonight. Almost. But they're not quite ready to show it off just yet. They're getting close. Yeah, man, there is too many abilities in this game, dude. No doubt. EverQuest II has an issue with that for sure. I think that probably turns off a lot of people. It seems really cool at first, right? Because you keep getting new abilities, you're all excited, having a good time. And then, man, I have my volume. I'm probably screaming because my volume's so loud. And at first it seems really cool and addictive, but then as time goes on, man, it gets a little much. It gets a little much. And I haven't played in a while, so I'm actually kind of relearning some of these. But I've played Paladin so many times in this game that I kind of have a feel for these. Yeah, I love EverQuest II, man. It really is such a good game. So underrated. In WoW Classic, me and Militus, we are actually playing on Pagel, which is a PvE server. Which, from the reports I've read, that's the way to go. And it's very populated, man. Holy crap. You can start right now, start playing tonight, and there's going to be people everywhere. Everywhere. It's super populated. So if you're worried about that, like maybe you might feel like you're starting WoW Classic too late, since it's launched, it's not a concern. Unless you disagree with me, Militus, I don't log on a lot. I play it very casually, and I haven't actually logged on in way too long, but I still get groups for whatever I need to do. I don't have much issue at all, man. There's people everywhere. I mean, it feels like it just launched yesterday, no matter when I log on, so if you're thinking about getting on that game, never is a bad time. I'm actually on EQ2. I'm playing on, I don't remember the name of the server, but it's like, starts with an H. It's the most popular server apparently right now. You can play it for free. You don't need a subscription for this. It's not a time lock progression server. It's just a really highly populated server. I avoid all the stuff I don't like. You know, they've added a lot of things in the game I don't agree with. That probably none of us do. I just avoid it. I just don't do that stuff, right? So I just play it. I mean, it does feel a little single-player-ish, right? There's not a lot of low levels or anything like that. There's some, though. I see them run around. But like you can see, I'm in a public dungeon. We haven't seen a soul yet. And I'll be shocked if we do at all. But, you know, I like this game. I like to explore. I like to run around in a little bit. And I've also been playing some... of the Pokemon. Temtem just came out. That's an interesting game. I'll be streaming some more of it. I streamed it, was that last night? I believe that was last night I streamed some. And, cool. No, it wasn't last night. I was on the Pantheon Plus show last night. It was the night before last. And that's a cool game. I'll be playing some more of it. If you like Pokemon, Temtem is a really cool MMO. It has some issues, right? Like, they haven't released chat. Has some problems, but it's fun. If you like Pokemon, you'd love it. Yeah, and make sure you're Alliance if you want to play with us also, if you're going to play WoW Classic. That's Militus's guild. Very nice people, man. Very nice people. A lot of Pantheon fans, and just wonderful, man. Wonderful people. Alright, let's see how deep in this dungeon we can actually go. Pretty sure if I pull those, I might be able to pull them and not get those. Let's see, I'm going to try to body pull. Come on. Come on. You're looking right at me. Come on, there you go, there you go. Yeah, it's a casual guild. I forgot to mention that, Militus. Thank you for mentioning that in chat. They do a lot of activities, though. They do dungeon runs, even lobby level, all kinds of stuff. They have a Discord, too, that you can join for the Dirty Casual Guild. Highly recommend it, because that's where they kind of mobilize, you know what's going on in the guild, what events are going different nights, all that kind of thing. Big Bill, you're prepping Twitch for Pantheon? You're planning on streaming? Yeah, that's right, man. It's all about community, man. Oh, nice. We didn't get the gray. These things are gonna pop that I killed back there in a second. I gotta Gotta move forward a little bit here. I don't remember what this is. Swift attack. Okay, it's just a regular attack. Whoops, wrong one. Shoot, I got that stupid gray. Is everybody else ready for a good weekend? Everybody off? Got a little relaxation for the weekend? Play some video games and get your mind right for the work week ahead. January's almost over. So it's looking like Alpha in February may not happen, guys. Sorry to say, it's looking like it may not be in February. But what I can say is that we are definitely a day closer. That is a fact. But I don't think it's going to happen in February. I know every month you're like, maybe. I'm at the point now where I'm like, well, maybe we'll even hear about pre-alpha this month. And we did hear about it. It was mentioned. Joppa did mention. He said the words pre-alpha 5, I think, a total of 3 times last update on the 16th. I don't know if you guys have seen my video yet or not, but I believe there is quite a conspiracy going on with Joppa having that Breath of the Wild mug, right? The more I think about it, the more I believe there's something to that. I'm dead serious. I think that he is playing that game and getting inspiration from that game. It has climbing, it's wide open world kind of feel. Also, you know, a lot of people think that Breath of the Wild was like a new concept for Zelda, but it wasn't, right? Like, they actually were returning to what that game, what the Zelda franchise was known for in the past, right? Which was go wherever you want, do whatever you want, whenever you want, like the original Zelda. So, comparatively to Pantheon, a return to the old, but feels fresh and new, right? Still a modern return to the old. I'm telling you, man, he brought that mug on purpose, man. I'm telling you, he brought that mug and took a little sip. You see his little beady eyes shift to the left when he first, man, that was on purpose. It's the Joppa conspiracy. He's dropping us beans secretively. Hey, what's up? What's up, Chaz Fate? Okay, so this is going to be a little rough right here. Let's try one of these side doors so maybe we can avoid that. Because that looks like death. And I think... What the heck? Is it a glitch? Is that Defiled Knight showing as a pink cube? Okay, he's a heroic +3. He's probably going to kill me. What we got in here? What is up, dude? You guys see this? NPCs are little pink boxes. Oh, crap. I'll try. See if I even got a shot on this. Throw a little heal up. Maybe. Maybe. This might be doable. Ooh, maybe not. I don't think I got enough mana. I could keep alive. I just think I'll run out of mana. Yeah. Might have to zone this guy. Pretty close. I don't know. Yep, I'm gonna zone him. I'm gonna barely not. Look at him. He's a pink blob. I've never seen this glitch before. Zone him! Zone him! Train! Train incoming! Go, go! Oh, we survived. Yeah, the little pink boxes, man, you gotta watch out for them. They're epic. They got the good loots when you kill the pink boxes. Alright, so You know what? Let's turn around. Let's turn around out in the open world. Not a lot we can do in that dungeon. So I know this area is bringing Militus back to when they first launched the TLP servers and we were running around in the Knights of Napalm, dominating this area out here in Antonica. Yes, this is EverQuest II. I actually really like EverQuest II, man. What is that showing? Oh, I've got a quest there. Okay. What else do I got? Actually, you know what? We could probably go into the next zone. Let me see if I can find it. It's somewhere over here. We could go into the Thundering Steppes. I'm not high enough level to fight the giants there, but we'd probably see some. I love the giants. Always awesome seeing the giants. EQ1, the frost giants, or I think they look cool in EQ2 as well. Just something about, you know, in an MMO, seeing those gargantuan creatures that you can't quite kill yet, and then when you eventually can fight them, it's so awesome. Steve, you're thinking about rolling a wizard on EQ2, man? Thinking about doing it on this game? Yeah, Militus's graphics look a little better than the progression server did. And also, guys, you might see a little bit more lag than normal because I don't have the game fully downloaded, and that's like what you're supposed to do for it to run smoothly. I've just not had any real major issues. I've never streamed it though like this, but so we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But if it runs real rough, which it's not, besides the pink boxes, if it runs okay, these are heroic, but they're only +1. Still don't think I'd take a whole freaking group of them. We'll find something here. I think this is the area that has the lions and all that, right? Let me see. Where am I at? Here. That's where I zoned in. Yeah, yeah. Right down this way. Had to get my bearings. There's like lions and some cool creatures here. Somewhere. If I can remember how to get to them. Thought it was just right down here. Did I go the wrong way? Where is that? Let's see. Oh, I did. It must be down here. Yeah, I like the mobs here. I'm not sure I understand. What do you mean the keys? You talking about like to for dungeons? Dungeons have like, you know, special areas with bosses in it sometimes where you have to have a specific key, if that's what you mean. If you mean like the macro layout or what have you, it's totally different than Final Fantasy XI. It's more just this game is like a basic MMO controls. Hopefully, Wicked, we have the bards in alpha. That would be really cool. Not sure if they're gonna be there at that point. When they announcing that the bards are even going to be in the game at launch is going to be a pretty big deal, I feel like. I don't know why I went back to Antonica. That was an accident. Yeah, I'm pretty excited about seeing the... Yeah, so, okay, that's what I thought you might have meant. So the control keys are just your typical, you know, A and D turns, W, S, forward, back, you know, basic... standard thing, not like Final Fantasy XI. I never could play Final Fantasy XI with the keyboard. I always played it with the gamepad, because it's so weird, right? Like you press back and they actually run this way, and just everything. It never felt right to me on a keyboard. I always felt like they designed Final Fantasy XI to be played with a controller. Are there mods out there to play EQ2 with the controller? Probably. I've never tried it. All these freaking abilities, though, because I'm still a low level, you can already see how many I piled up. Whew, it'd be wild. And what game I believe, by the way, handled the, I'll tell you what, I'm going to take this, because I don't really remember, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm going to take this little griffin out to get out a little deeper. Because I'm talking, and I'll end up just running back and forth all night.
Salutations.
Let's see, let's go to... Where are we now? Yeah, we'll go to here. Because I should know my way around from there. That would be pretty cool, Mighty Pug, if they just kept the bards as complete secret and didn't even mention it, and then all of a sudden it launched their choosable race. That would be pretty epic. But I think they're going to want to build some hype. That'd be a good hype builder, right? When things are feeling a little stagnant, they could just say, "Oh, and guess what? We're getting bards in. You want to take a look at their abilities? Like, you know, hype level through the roof." And they're going to have to get that bard in, by the way. It's not like it's optional. Otherwise, you have to... The enchanter will be way too... it won't be fair. You know, it'll be the only real CC class in the game. So that wouldn't even be fair at all. So they got to get the bard in, so there's at least two. At least that's the way I feel. I feel like it's almost mandatory at this point. Yeah, let's see here. Where are we? Here we go. Now we got some good whites to kill. That didn't sound right, but you know what I meant. Where's my mount? Oh, that's the other cool thing. For anybody that didn't play at EQ2, before I do that, actually, I want to show you something I always thought was really cool, and I can't believe other MMOs don't do it, and that's that I'm on my little horsey, and I can just walk up, stay on my horsey, and fight stuff. I like that. It doesn't change anything, and the animations kind of suck. Like, watch when I do my spin attack here, watch. His whole body. His whole body twirls while his legs just sit there. But I like it, man. I like being able to stay on your mount and fight. Very cool. You can change it to where the mount disappears when you're in battle. That's all in the options. I just think this is cool. In the Knights of Napalm, which is the guild I'm creating for Pantheon, there will be raiding, okay? I'm not a huge raider. I like to be, you know, up to date with content, but I'm not like the kind of guy who wants to raid every night, and that's not really me. I'm more of a helping people out and going and maybe level syncing down, helping other players, going to low-level zones and helping them out, farming for gear with the guild, helping everybody get geared up. Even power leveling is fun for me. I like to power level people. So I'm a weird guy, but in my guild we will set up where we'll have raid leaders so that the portion of the community and the guild that wants to do raids and wants to be serious will have raid leaders that'll, you know, run on different nights of the week and that kind of thing to make it possible for people to raid. That's the way I plan on doing raiding in Pantheon. And I'll have a raid group. Don't get me wrong. It's just, we'll be the casual raid group. You know? We'll be the experimental, right? So if that sounds fun to you, being the experimental, like going in and trying to learn new strategies and not do the strategies that everybody else is doing, that's kind of what I like, right? I like to go in and try to figure out ways to get past mechanics and you know, how to do it with different group layouts, and that's the kind of raiding I like to do. So if that sounds good to you, there will be spots available in my particular raid groups. But, you know, we got a while to go before we get to that point. We got a while to go. And what's up, Isaiah? I didn't see you there, man. Yeah, so Steve brought up a good thing here. He says he hopes they have contested zones or, you know, some kind of area for PvP gameplay. I would think that would be cool too. Right? Like places nobody has to go. It's a place where PvPers can go. I've not heard them say anything about that kind of thing. It does even seem like they kind of backed away from even having a Correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like they've kind of backed away a little bit from PvP servers at launch, even. That they want to kind of, they're just, with the development team that they have, the small team that they have, and the time that they have, that kind of thing, I think they want to focus down the PvE, because I think they know that's where the money's going to be, and where most of the crowd, you know, is going to be, and then, decide on a good way to do a PvP server instead of just slapping it in there, you know, like, I would be okay with the slapping in a PvP server, like, just being like, we have a faction versus faction, right? Good versus evil. A free-for-all PvP server? No, thank you. No, thank you. So KP says when he played EQ2, he played a summoner, and he thought it was great. And what's my opinion? I love EverQuest II, man, and I was here when this game launched. As most of you probably already know, this game came out almost the exact same time as World of Warcraft. I was playing Dark Age Camelot at the time, and Final Fantasy XI, and then this game came out, and I was like, holy crap, I gotta play that too. I played it at launch. I thought it was cool as crap. My computer could barely run it at that time. It was very demanding. Plus, they went with some weird engine or something to where there was an issue with dual-core processors, I remember. But for whatever reason, I had a decent computer at this time, and it ran okay. I could play it, but Final Fantasy XI and Dark Age Camelot ran so much better that they ended up getting more of my attention. But I still love the game. I had a lot of fun with it. I played it off and on since it launched. Never really got too far in the game. I always want to start over again. Yeah, I love it, man. I don't know anything about Summoner, though. Did not play that at all. I played with Summoners before. I've always played, I've only played a few classes, man. I'm very big on melee, tanks or even a melee DPS. So I've always played a paladin, a warrior. What's the one? Is it berserker? I think that's what it's called. And I feel like that might be it. I feel like that might be the only classes I played. In EQ2, I mean. Yeah, like EQ1 with the PvP. I think that's cool, right? And I think it works out good for certain scenarios, right? Like when people are talking about raid, open world raiding, the PvPers always come in and say something like, well, you know, solve it through PvP, you know? And I mean, that is a solution. It is a solution. It's maybe a not nice solution, but it is a solution, technically. To naked zone campers. Yeah, full loop PvP, not so much. Not so much. So, Steve, you're a PvP fan, I take it, then? My stream setup is completely outrageous. I just want everybody to know. I literally have my laptop just sitting on a box beside me. Oh, man. And I'm surrounded by tables. I don't know. I just didn't want to move them around. They got stuff on them. Hopefully you guys can't see my collection. Nope. I've cleared it. I have a collection of Coke cans, too. I'm going to have to get out of here tonight. Got to get out of here tonight. Because if I don't, and the wife sees it, suddenly there will be a chore list. Right? Suddenly. Let's see, I don't even know if I have arrows. Nope, I don't. I'm out. So we'll just body pull them or not. Taunt them. Get them over here. So I also always felt like EverQuest II had a kind of a fast combat system. You know, it's not like super fast, but as you can see, I could pretty much be doing something all the time. I hope, and from what I see from streams, Pantheon looks like it's going to be a lot slower, which I agree with. I think you should be thinking of your move instead of just spamming whatever's available at the time. And balancing, like, you know, they're showing us all the specific, each class having their own kind of system they work off of. So having to balance all that and keep everything good instead of just the typical, you know, health and mana. You know, you got different gauges and things, so everything's a little bit more strategic. I don't want that quest. So that's what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping it's not this a little too fast. Is that so? Theros, you're on the server Skyfire, I hear. I don't even know the name of this one. Starts with an H. It's the popular server. That's all I know. Regular live server. That's true, Wicked. My wife's that way too. She doesn't mind I play games. She plays with me sometimes. Winter, she'll join me on stream sometimes. She's definitely going to be playing Pantheon. She has no choice. That was in our contract of being married. So she'll be playing that with me for sure. She'll be in the guild. A lot of people here probably played with her, actually in some game form at some point or another. So I'm lucky I didn't really marry a gaming wife, but I converted her, I guess. And she was willing to convert, so. Blessed. Blessed is he who has a gaming wife. It's not quite biblical, but almost. Let's pull this guy back. I think these griffin mobs look pretty cool, right? I feel like this zone was when you finally started killing cool looking mobs. Not to say there wasn't cool mobs in Antonica, there was. But I just feel like there's something about this zone, man. The lions and these and the giants, which would kick my butt, but they're here in this zone. We'll probably see some later as I continue leveling up. What are the icons? Okay, so I was a big Final Fantasy 11 player, so it's kind of hard to... It's kind of hard, though, because Final Fantasy 11 was so different. But these are all the actions, right, that I can do. So EverQuest II is known for having way too many, right? Like, Pantheon wants to do 12, right? And then separate ones for, like, buffs and stuff like that. But 12 actual actions you have to keep up with. This game has a billion. These hot bars are almost filled up, and they will be in no time, in a few levels probably. But I've got mine set up to where this is my keys 1 through 11. Just hit that, and it's a macro to do those abilities. And then I've got shift and 1 through the equal on the top of the keyboard for the here. I've got control here, and these are my clickies. I always keep a clicky bar, right? I can only manage, just so you guys know, I can do... You know, no problem on macros for 1 through the equal sign on the keyboard, holding shift and doing the same, or holding control and doing the same. And that's it. That's it. If it gets beyond there, I gotta start clicking. So, like, I know a lot of people set up Q and E and R and F and C and X and Z as I can't do that, to be honest. I had to set up all my macros. I got... What is that? 12, 24, 36. I got 36 abilities I can possibly do, and then I'm going to be clicking from there. And that's sad, but that's just the way it is. Anything else in my brain does not absorb it any longer, and I've been like that, and I played the MMOs since I was graduated high school in 2000, and it's just that's the maximum my brain will do. Won't go any further. Yeah, it has a lot of hotbars, man. This game went way overboard on how many abilities they gave you. Way overboard. And if you play on the TLP server, where it's trying to be more classic, you had to manually, when an ability got an upgrade, like it got like a part 2 version of it or whatever, you had to manually bring it down. So like it would be so cluttered and disgusting. You know, you'd have to actually spend a good 30 minutes just going through and cleaning up your hotbar after you'd done a good dungeon run, leveled up a lot. Yeah. So Mighty Pug agrees with me. I'm glad to hear somebody else admit to it. Because I'm embarrassed, dude, right? And I have to, I'm going to have to stream. You guys are going to catch me down here clicking like Co Carnage did in that one stream. Not knocking on Co Carnage. He's 10 billion times the streamer I am. But we caught him down here clicking. And I think, actually, he was clicking so we could see the little tooltips. I could be wrong, but I think that's what he was doing. I think he was sneaking us a little information on the tooltips on each ability, because I don't remember ever seeing him do that before. So that was my theory on it, and I know I saw a lot of people on the internet give him a hard time, but listen, man, 1 through, 12, shift 12, control shift 12, clicking. That's it. So when I heard that Pantheon was going to go for 12 abilities, and then, your buffs and all that, you wouldn't have to put that on there, I was like, oh, thank God. I don't have to look like a total idiot, streaming this game. People see me over here freaking, oh, dang, I died. See what happens when you click? No, that guy was just hard. It had nothing to do with that. Had nothing to do with that. I just wasn't paying any attention. So this game is still hard enough yet to pay attention. Alright, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. This is, yes, this is EverQuest II, man. And it never got the credit it deserved, and I understand why. People are like, how dare you make a sequel to EverQuest, right? Is it worthy of being the sequel to the original EverQuest? Yes, it actually is. It's, not as good, okay, I'm gonna be honest, but it's modern enough for you to play it today, and I'm not talking crap, I love EverQuest, but when I go back and play EverQuest today, I'm like, jeez, man, I wish they would update the UI, I wish they would, fix where you have to go through and you have to make the tab targeting work because it's broken as crap, at first, just everything, man, it's almost like, they invented it, right? So, I don't know. You get used to the more modern style controlling an MMO, and the way the UIs work, and the way you get information from the game and how you play it. And I feel like EQ1 got a little left behind there, which is Daybreak's fault, in my opinion, because I feel like they could definitely easily fix that. But EQ2 launched at a point, right around World of Warcraft, and so it feels modern, man. It actually, here's the best way to describe the way I feel about EQ2. And it had a lot of this has a ton of Brad McQuaid's DNA and fingerprints all over it, by the way. You can feel it 100%, right? Was he in the trenches in the development? No. He was overseeing it and was just, basically just making sure everything was working properly and that they were getting the game done in a decent way. But anyway, you can tell he definitely had hands on this project, just like you can kind of feel it in Star Wars Galaxies, which he also had his DNA in. But anyway, I'm going to rabbit hole. So this game actually, to me, is the closest thing to a playable live server Vanguard. Vanguard had a lot of features this game doesn't have. Graphics were a little better. Lots of things, right? But to me, since we don't have a live server version of Vanguard, this is about as close as you can get. By the way, I will be streaming some Vanguard soon, because I have been playing on the emulation server, and, it has glitches, but it's pretty good, man. It's just a few developers, I believe, that do that game. And they've done pretty good. These aren't even, these should be fine. They're not even heroic or anything. Let's get off the horse for a while. And I'm going to try to pay a little bit better attention to the game, though. No, it's not an expansion. It's a whole new game. It takes place 1,000 years after EQ1, I think. Something like that. See, sometimes the NPCs, I don't know if you guys saw that, but sometimes in this game, the NPCs can make you target another one, right? It's certain abilities they can do or what have you, however you want to say it, to where they can, if you notice that I accidentally, or I didn't accidentally, he made me suddenly be targeting the other one. Now, there's some things in this game that a lot of people say are way, excuse me, too casual. For example, I do have my buffs up. If you notice, when I fill up one of my bars here, every time I fill up one of these, or however you want to look at it, I fill up a bar here, it does refill my health. If you pay attention, you'll see it happening. So there's, you know, it is nowhere near the difficulty level of EQ1, obviously, but it is a cool game, and the way they handle doing harder content in lower level zones, that's all over the place here, like higher levels, or generally in this game it'll be more like there'll be heroics that would kick your freaking butt, right, hanging out in low level areas. I've already died once. I wasn't paying any attention, just to kind of show you the game's not easy even in its current state. It's a good game, man. It's fun. It's fun enough. Yeah, an NPC taunt. Thank you. Yeah, many things save lives. That's exactly right. I'll like strategize around it sometimes. Like, yeah, sure, I can't technically beat these two guys, right? But I know I'm gonna mini ding or whatever you want to call it. And after I kill one, so as long as I kill one quick enough, I'll survive the fight. Like, it's part of the strategy. You know, just like anything else, it becomes part of your strategy. But this is a very much group-based game. Like, I started out here in a dungeon from the last time I played. No way, and it's a lower level for me. Everything's green, but even still, I can't survive in there by myself. You know, I could probably still go there with 2 or 3 people, and we'd still have a good time, because they might be green, but they're heroic greens, right? Plus 2 heroic, plus 3 heroic, etc. And public dungeons, a lot of them in this game. There's instancing and stuff as well, but there's a lot of public dungeons. So it's a little mix of both. When we played with the Knights of Napalm, when we did our guild and the TLP servers were new, we did public dungeons all the time. It was a blast, dude. And this game does, in my opinion, have pretty good dungeon design too. And you kind of get to see like sequels to the old EQ dungeons, right? Like, you get to go to some of these places like Crushbone. There's a Crushbone in this game. It's changed, right? It's been 1,000 years or whatever. But I thought that was cool too, to get to see stuff like that, like Blackborough and, you know, stuff like that. And a lot of people, actually, probably right here in the chat, probably, I know at least at some point tonight, I've seen a couple people in the chat actually probably grouped with me in EQ2 and ran through Blackborough or Stronghold. It was a good time, man. I actually got promoted during that time, and it just ruined everything. The guild fell apart. It really sucks. I got promoted. I had to fly out of town a lot. It was actually the beginning of me moving, which I have done now. I live in a different state now than I did. So that all happened like maybe a month after the launch of the TLP server. We started the Nathan NAPALM. So just so you guys know, I am planning on doing a guild for Pantheon. Thankfully, I got a little bit of time to get my life straightened out so that I'll have more time to devote to the guild. But just so you know, you can, you know, join my Discord or what have you. I'll get links out, that kind of thing. I can actually attach them to a comment of this stream after it's done. And you guys can join up. It's going to be fun. We're going to have a great time in Pantheon. And so, I don't know if we're going to be called the Knights of Napalm, or we'll come up with a new name. We'll leave that up to the community and let you guys vote on it, that kind of thing. Alright, Judge Parker, see you later, man. And I might stream some Mangler too, that'd be fun. Not tonight, but maybe another night I might do that. I think the max, Elliot says he thinks he leveled up to 50 in EQ2. I think the max level back in the day was 60, right? I think. Or was 50 the max back in the day? Yeah, definitely, man. Miltus, we are definitely doing the Pantheon. That's what you're talking about, Pantheon Guild? And by the way, guys, I'm very old school, so if you're in my guild, you're gonna see some old school things. We practiced, I guess you could say, in EQ2, and we had a guild meeting where everybody actually came, and we gathered up, and it was in this big castle house we bought for the guild, and you know, there's like hundreds of people. Excuse me, and they're all gathered up below, and I was on this big balcony addressing everybody on a stream. Man, it was cool. It was like the old days, man. Like, nobody hardly does stuff like that anymore, and I don't know why. That stuff's fun. I'm gonna die if I pull that guy. Let me just chill out for a minute. And I don't even know if I have drinks or anything. I don't have food. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. We can survive this, as long as it's not heroic and there's only one. Yep. Am I able to play Pantheon? Heck no, dude. I wish. They haven't even invited me onto a stream yet, dude. They haven't even invited me to a stream yet. Even when they did the community stream, they got a lot of people on. I'm not bitter, by the way. I'm not bitter. They can do whatever they want, right? Like, they can never invite me. That's none of my business, right? But I've not got to play in any capacity for public consumption ever. So... we'll see, man. Hoping I get in that pre-alpha 5, you know? I'm hoping in pre-alpha 5 they allow us, you know, allow people to use some footage. That would be cool, right? If they're like, hey, in this zone, you're allowed to record and use, but nowhere else or whatever. That would be cool. Give some more footage out for everybody to see and discuss one zone, you know? I don't think that would hurt much. It was 50 cap at launch. Thank you, Elliot. Oh, so you're talking about an actual meetup? Yeah, so, guys, I don't know if you guys realize this. I'm sorry, I misunderstood. I was thinking of meetup in the game. I don't even think about real life at all. So, anyway, yeah, so there actually is someone organizing a let me rephrase that, a Pantheon event. And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me, like Militus said in the chat, if they send somebody out. So yeah, that actually is happening. I don't want to... you know, it's not my plan. It's not my place to, you know, announce that or anything. But let's just say that somebody that you probably all know in the community is planning an event and working out the details and all that. And I'll let him do that announcement. It's not me, right? So we'll let him do that. But yeah, we do have an actual Pantheon in person. All of us get together, chug some beers, hang out. Coming soon. Oh well. Not like we're going to tell you and you have to be there next week. But you know what I mean. The announcement's coming soon. Probably for the summertime would probably be the easiest. And without spoiling anything because it's not my place, but I love dropping beans. Also, the meetup is being planned in a place where you can get flight tickets for fairly cheap. So that'll be good too. So for people, you know, all over the country or even out of the United States, this is a spot you can fly to that is known for having good prices to fly there. That's all I'm going to say. That's it. Or I'm going to get in trouble. Yeah, that's pretty cool, I think. I'm pretty excited. I'm definitely going. Well, Wicked... maybe it just so happens that it won't be too far from you, buddy. I think, yeah, a lot of us are. I'm not East Coast, though, anymore. I used to be, but I'm actually in Wisconsin now. I'm way up here in the Icelands. It is snow. There is snow every day up here, dude. It's completely ridiculous. I can't believe people live here. Like, I have to because of my job, and it's okay, and it's not awful. You know, they got good food, good beer. Oh, man, they got some of the best beer. This beer, though, the Wisconsin beer, it is illegal for me to bring it out of state. Do you believe that? And it is freaking good, guys. They have some good beer here. They know how to make some beer here. But anyway, yeah, so I'm way up here, man. And Wisconsin, dude, I gotta admit, like, it's so cold up here. There's so much snow and stuff that, like, if I was Lois and Clark back in the expedition days when they were, like, mapping out the territories for the United States, when I got this far north and this far west, I'd have been like, screw it, guys, this is it. It's a wrap. Draw the line. That's it. This sucks. Let the French have it, or whatever, you know? I would not have continued further. And they did. They kept going. Brave dudes, I guess, and lady, I guess. Yeah, I can't tell you guys if it's on the East Coast or anything. Now, once the person who's planning it announces it, it'll be all over my channel, okay? I'll be talking about it a lot, okay? So, if you follow my channel, you won't miss out. You'll know where it is, when it is, all that. I'm really excited about it, though. Even if a rep from VR doesn't come, unlikely they'll send somebody. But even if they don't, just us all getting together, getting to talk about Pantheon, that'd be cool, man. It'd be so fun. And I'm going to pitch in on some of the monetary expenses, right? Like, we might need a conference room would be cool, right? So we could, I don't know what we'll do, but we could plan out events, like, for different content creators could, you know, do something, I don't know. And if we got somebody from VR there, then it'd be cool to have a conference room because we can all get in there and they can maybe slip some beans, right? Be a little harder to ignore us when we're in person. We might get some top secret information. Hey, no problem, Big Bill. It is my pleasure, buddy, to make content, dude. It's my pleasure. Absolutely, I love it. I love talking about Pantheon. I like making funny videos with puppets about Pantheon. I like MMOs in general. So, it's all my pleasure, man. I'm just glad absolutely anybody gives a crap and wants to watch it, to be honest. I can't believe it. Still a little shocked by it. I'll look back and be like, dang. You know? 3,000 people watch that? Can't believe it. Yeah, Miltus. Yeah, I think so. We can all pitch in. I just wanted to say I'm definitely want to pitch in on it to help out, to make it as nice and as cool. And you know, this could end up, guys. We could be in the early stages here of forming the Pantheon Con, right? I don't know. It's Pantheon Con. Does that sound good? Let's just kick the crap out of my mic. I don't know, something like that. We could be. This could be making history. And I would also actually, I'm gonna get some shirts made just for the event. They'll say something like, "Get us an alpha now, alpha now, alpha now." Stupid crab got on me. Panthacon. I like it. Panthacon. Ooh, that's good. I like that. What do you guys think? Let me know in chat. What do you think of Panthacon? Yeah, Vincent. So Vincent mentioned something very serious, right? He mentioned that a lot of people believe that the game has died since Brad McQuaid has passed. That is definitely it's an understandable thing people might think, right? I don't think, you know, when any of us heard the news, I would assume that probably all of us, at least for a moment, was like, oh crap, you know, like that might be it. You know, thankfully the team is even more dedicated now to finishing it for Brad and his way, right? His vision, his final game. There's a really good video by Basgrim I recommend referring people to when they, you know, say something on the internet that he released here recently about that, and it's very professional, it's very well done, it's full of facts. I would definitely, that's something worth checking out. If you even have a little bit of fear that may be the case, I would definitely highly recommend Basgrim's video. Yeah, that's another good point. Big Bill is, you know, whoops, I got two. Visionary Realms has to be careful, right? It's a good thing to listen to the community, But it's another thing to give in to the community, because giving into the community, in my opinion, is what brought us MMOs of today, right? That's how we got where we're at, is people complained about not being able to find groups, not having time to find groups, this or that, and, you know, developers came up with solutions to that. And it got out of control. Because then it was like, well, now the queue takes too long. All right, then now we'll add, any server can join the queue. And there went your reputation. There went you giving a crap, or anybody else giving a crap, or being nice to each other, or trying to get to know each other, or, you know, it was just nothing. It's just, you know, people don't even say hello now. They don't even say, like, at the beginning of the dungeon. I don't know how many times I've played a newer MMO and I've said hello, or hey, what's up, all? Nothing. Not a word. Maybe a GG at the end, maybe. But nobody even responds. Like, it's just like, let's just get this dungeon over with. I actually had this theory. Somebody could make a new MMO, and if their AI responded correctly and good enough, you could just say people are in a queue and put them with the AI, and nobody know the dang difference. Make the UI say hello and GG at the end. Nobody would know. They'd have no idea that they're not even playing the real people. Oh crap. Oh crap. Don't die. That was close. And that's sad, man. And I agree with you, Isaiah. Joppa is a very strong leader. I think he's been leading this project a little longer than we realize. You know, taking the lead on a lot of stances. He was already the creative director before. But yeah, Joppa's great, man. We're very blessed to have him. Very blessed to have Chris Perkins, man. Heck of a guy. Yeah, I have faith in Joppa too, man. The thing is, though, is Joppa doesn't have the street cred, right, that McQuaid has. So I understand people's concern. But who cares, right? Like, his heart's in the right place. His passion is 1000% there. He understands the vision. Every word he says, you can tell that, you know, he's like us. He played the games we like and love, and he wants to make that type of game in the modern era. So yes, this game should be great for Joppa, man. This should be really good for him, because this is technically going to be his first, game that he had major development in. I mean, the dude's wore every hat in the company by this point. You know, originally just supposed to be for music, and now he's the freaking creative director and does everything. He's their spokesman, even, at this point. Yeah, he's gonna be great, man. He already is, but we're gonna be singing his praises very soon. And we were talking about this in the Pantheon Plus. Actually had a stream last night that I was on, where we were discussing instancing versus open world, public dungeons, and raids and that kind of thing. And during that stream, I brought up to the chat that was there, if the game had full open world, public dungeons, but at in-game there were some raids, right, that were instanced so that, it was playable, right? Would anybody not play the game over that, right? And I bring the same question to you. What do you guys think in chat? If it was completely open world dungeons, right? And the game. But at the end game, there were certain raid bosses where it took you to an instance. Open world raid zones, but maybe just a few raid bosses where they felt it was kind of necessary due to the nature of it. Would anybody not play the game over that? Would it be that serious? I gotta figure out how AAs work in this game too. Because I tried to figure it out last time I played and I just had no idea what was happening. From what I understand, a portion of your experience goes to AA experience. And you can crank it up. You can make all your experience go to it, or you can balance it however you want. I've just got on the default. I think that's how it works. So Vakriel says no. Donovan says no. No instance. If they do, he will go play Ultima on the free shards. Is that your game, by the way, Donovan? I played some of that back in the day. Very different, though, right? Like, Ultima Online's very different than the EverQuest style, in my opinion. Very different style MMO, but very cool MMO. Very sandboxy. Holy crap. I have trouble playing it now, though. Actually, to be honest with you, I'm a little over this. I don't like this, right? I don't know why, but I need my game to do this. I don't know why, man. I need it. I can play it in short sessions, right? Like, I'm playing a Diablo-type game or whatever. But, man, to really get into an MMO, I need this so bad. I don't know why. It's a game changer for me. So it's hard for me to play Ultima now. I didn't care. I wasn't that picky back then. I was just freaked out there was a world I could play in, right? So I played Ultima Online back then. But, I don't know. I'm a little pickier. Too picky now, I guess. Big Bill says he would like to see a mixture. I mean, I don't think they're going to do that. They said they have solutions, by the way, to do it. To help alleviate the issues that we're all afraid of with open world raiding. But, I mean, it's still always on my head. Like, what if they do it a little bit, right? Just for raiding. Just for, like, a raid boss. Because, I mean, I've tried to think of a way that they could do it, and I can't, right? I just can't. I can't think of a good, sustainable way. And there was some really great discussion and ideas in the Pantheon Plus, the Pantheon Plus U show last night. He's got that archived on YouTube if you want to check it out, but people had some pretty good ideas. I just don't think any of them are sustainable. Maybe in certain scenarios, etc. Whoa, I am about to die. Oh, this is a heroic. We need to pay attention. Crap, I might have to run. How far from the zone line am I? Wait. Where was those guards at? I think they're right up here. Run! I don't think there's a sprint. Is there? There is, but... Ah, crap, I'm screwed. No! Run. Nope, he got me. By the way, let's look at what the death penalty is in EQ2 these days. So, here's my experience. Let's look at it exactly. Oh, it's experience debt. How do you guys feel about that? So, alright, let's see what it is. 0.1. Oh, that's lame. Look at this. Look at that. Are you kidding me, dude? You can pay $1 to revive instantly. That's basically what 99 DBs, Daybreak coins, whatever. Are you serious? That is... I don't know. Anyway, let's see what's the death penalty here. Isn't that... Oh, it already applied it. So you get... I'm a low level. What level am I right now? I'm only level 22. So for now, it's just giving me a 0.1 penalty, which I can't even see it on here. It's not even something I can see. Can't wait to see what they have in store for us in Pantheon. No matter what they do, I'll be playing. I've been following Pantheon since the Kickstarter, and I'm too committed to give up on it now. I agree. But don't worry, guys. I just say stuff like that for conversation. I really don't think there's going to be any instancing. How long do I plan on streaming? Dude, you can study, man. I don't know. I'm going to stream until I'm tired. I don't know. Or the wife screams at me, which is probably not going to happen. You never know. So I'll be streaming for a while. I'm not going to be doing anything too crazy. Just running around EverQuest II. Doing whatever comes my way. And, the Krill says, couldn't the bosses be triggered and dropped, summoned anywhere in the open world by doing certain actions, but you'd find out you were extremely underpowered and had no chance? Yeah, sure. I think they maybe mentioned something maybe of that. You know, having to do, you know, the players have to do stuff to summon it in this drop, and everybody has to find it. I mean, yeah, they can do stuff like that. And keep in mind, too, that they've said that they're going to have, at launch, 3 raid zones with tons of raids within each zone. So, also remember that sort of kind of something that Chris Perkins talked about in the January 16th update, right? That just happened a week or so ago. Was he was talking about, he wasn't talking about raids, but it applies there as well, where he was saying, like, you know, he wants you to sometimes be like, alright, when I get home, I'm going to log on, I'm going to run this dungeon, I'm going to go do this thing, right? And then you log on, and guess what? There's too many people doing that. You can't do that. So then you have to go out and find other cool things to do. And having the option for crap loads of things to do. Like, they're concerned that each cluster of zones at, near each starting area will have so much content that nobody will have to leave their cluster of zones and level all the way to max level. Because there's so much to do there, and the zones are so big, and so much varying levels of difficulty and content to do there. So, that kind of just gives you a really good picture of how much content this game's really going to launch with. Which is going to be amazing, I think. I thought EQ1 or 2 had solo instances. Yeah, so EQ2 definitely has some solo instances in it. I want to say at launch there was none. I could be wrong, but I don't remember there being any instances. But it wasn't long after launch, at least. And they did add some instancing, right? Like, where your group could go in and do a quest. It'd be more like a small quest zone. At least that's what I know. But yeah, there's instancing now, for sure, in EQ1. But there wasn't original, you know. It wasn't invented yet, or whatever. Now, what I'm doing right now as a form of leveling up is probably not ideal. There's smarter ways to level up. There's a lot of quests in this game. I have a ton. I just don't want to. It takes too much of my brain to be paying attention to where I'm going and what I'm doing. I'd really rather just kill some mobs and hang out with you guys and talk about Pantheon or whatever. So just in case you're watching, this wouldn't... There are times in EQ2 where you do just kill mobs to level up. But this game does have a lot of quests and things too. I just, honestly, I'm totally okay with just, like, killing stuff, right? I'm about to level up already. That wasn't bad. Didn't take that long. I've even died twice. Yes, Vincent, you can play EQ1 and EQ2. You can play on the server I'm on right now, actually, for free. EQ2, actually, you can stream this game. I don't even have this game downloaded to my computer right now. It downloaded like a 200... I don't even think it was that big. I feel like it was like a 40 megabyte file or something. And then I'm streaming it. I don't even have the game downloaded. That's EQ2, this game. And then this server I'm on, you don't need a subscription to play it. It's free. EQ1, you can also play on most servers. You cannot play on the time lock progression servers on EQ1 or 2 unless you have a subscription. You can play on all the regular servers without a subscription. What's up, Mr. Minus? We've been talking about you tonight, man. That conversation that we had on your Pantheon Plus U show last night has been a hot topic tonight. Glad you got to join us, man. Still at work, man. It is way too late on a Friday for you to still be at work. Let me talk to your boss. Put him on the stream. Put your boss on the stream. This is a heroic here, so let me not die. And let me back this guy up. Let me back him up, because I see some other things that could get on me, and that'll be more experience debt. And that's what Minus likes. Yeah, open world, baby. Oh crap. Oh crap. Back up. Back up. Back up. Back up. Oh, he got me. He's on me. I don't know. I still might be able to survive. He's just a blue. I don't even think he's heroic. You just buckle down here and pay some attention and actually do my job here. Yeah, we're gonna survive this. But this is what I like, guys. I get one extra freaking thing on me, and it's actually like I'm a little freaked out, right? I love it. That's the way it's supposed to be. When you're by yourself, you should never have more than one on you, right? Unless they're super way below beneath you, right? Like one of these is a level 25. Oh, you saw that? You saw my health go up? Oh, I love it. Mini ding. Now I'm at full health. No stress anymore, right? That's what I was just talking about earlier. You want me to do a Chris Kane impression? Sure. It'd be something like this. The unearthed settlers were known across the lands for their immaculate skin sagging off of their bones. How's that? How's that for Chris Kane? What do you guys think? It's the best I got. I don't know enough lore about what I was talking about for it to for it to be that too good. I should make a you know what? I should make puppets of all the content creators. I'm definitely doing one of minus. Because we're gonna do a Pantheon Plus U show live where it's minus and minus. So puppet minus, regular minus. We're gonna do it, dude. It's gonna be freaking awesome. Yeah, I needed some fire crackling. You're right. You're right. Yeah, I did not mean for that to happen last night. You know? That was not intentional to start that. Although I don't know if you've seen my new video, but I did get nut bombed live. I don't know if you saw that. That happened. Glad you enjoyed that, Militus. I'll work on it. I'll get better. For the puppet, by the time the puppet comes out of Chris Kane, it'll be spot on. I can't wait to make his shiny bald head as a puppet. It's gonna be great. And I'll also have a lot of fun making the Basgrim puppet too, I gotta admit. Gotta admit, that's gonna be hilarious. Yes, please have the Skelly laugh. Thank you, Wicked. So true, dude. Super vital to me is that they have this sound right here in... And I'm pretty sure it's public domain. If I'm not mistaken, I think I read that. Come on, Skeleton, do it. Come on, man. I think this one has too much skin. You hear him? He's actually talking. He's like, die. So hang on. We'll have to kill another one. He's not gonna do it. That laugh, dude. So important. So EverQuest, dude. Yeah. I agree with you. This game is totally underrated. Ridiculously underrated. It's a good freaking game, dude. It really is. You can play it for free. Nobody plays. Oh, that's not true. This server's pretty populated. And, you know, when we played the, dude, when the Knights of Napalm came out, dude, you guys came out in force. We played some EQ2, dude. We had that whole server popping. I think we probably were part of like a board meeting at Daybreak. We're like, I don't know what happened with EQ2. Suddenly we had like 400 extra subscribers. I don't know what happened. We just released the TLP server like normal. I don't know. We're doing something right though, guys. Keep it up. You know, it had to be something, because man, there were so many of us. We were just everywhere, dude. We were dominating the entire zones. It was freaking awesome. It felt like it was our game. It felt like the whole game was just for us. It was freaking awesome. I wish it just sucked, man. That was right when I started my training to get promoted, and it just sucked, man. Everything fell apart. Too bad. Really? So Vincent says there's some movies out there because I guess because those Skelly laughs are public domain. Vincent says there's some movies out there that use those sound effects. That is very interesting. I did not know that. I did not know that. I've never heard that before. That's cool. I'd definitely like to check that out. So, I want to ask the chat a question, alright? And this is something for me personally. I actually need to know this so I know what to do going forward in the future, right? So, and be honest, alright? Because this is something I just need to know for me, right? So, be honest with me. Do you guys, and just be honest, it's not going to hurt my feelings, right? I've noticed, can't help but notice, that if I stream a single-player MMO, I mean, I'm sorry, well, actually, that made more sense than I meant for it to. What I meant to say was, when I stream a single-player RPG, nobody comes. There's no viewers, like, a few people, right? Like, Isaiah will show up, Mushy will show up, a couple of other random people that I know will show up. But when I stream an MMO, man, we get up in the 40s, 50 viewers, stay pretty consistently in that range. Is it just because that's just what y'all want to see? Or is it just because that's my imagination and you guys are here because I officially announced that I'm streaming? Just let me know. Because I won't play single-player MMOs if you guys don't want to see it, right? I mean, the content's for you guys, right? Just let me know. Just let me know in the chat. Like, ain't gonna hurt my feelings, right? It's not gonna hurt my feelings. I can play MMOs every day. Isaiah says he's also curious, because he's here no matter what I play, right? I can be like, hey, actually he has came. I played some weird stuff on stream. I played Mario 64. He was here, you know. Yeah, no problem. I'm not trying to give you guys a hard time. I'm just wondering for me, like for my own research, because I don't want to stream stuff nobody wants to watch, right? So, the single-player RPG is just not fun to watch or whatever, then cool. We'll just rotate through some MMOs. And me and Minus are actually, he's probably not here anymore because he was at work, but we're going to get together and start streaming together. Some games like Reign of Darkness or, whatever. So, we're going to get that going. And I actually thought it would be fun to stream a little bit of Outward. You guys remember that game? That game was cool, dude. And I haven't played it in a while. Very difficult, dude. You never know what's going to happen. But if you guys don't like that, if you guys like MMOs only, then that's where I'll stream. You know what I'm saying? I gotta show that comment that Zach just said. He said, I'll watch you play an MMO or just talk about buttholes. So obviously he was there last night for the Pantheon Plus U stream. Outward, okay, I will, dude. I've been really wanting to, dude. I've been getting the itch lately to play some Outward, dude. That game is cool, man. It's so freaking awesome. Oh yeah, dude. I've got that actually. I have the remake. What they call it? Not remake. The HD, whatever. I've got that at Baldur's Gate, but I haven't played all the way back through it again. I haven't played that game in so freaking long, man. Okay, I'm going to have to pay a little bit of attention here. I'm dying. I am allowed to say butthole. Actually, because I tag my channel as... Well, I'm going to have to show that. Just the chat's super sensitive because I don't have an official moderator. Uh-oh, I'm dying. Is he... No, he's regular. We still might survive. We might survive. I don't know. My power's pretty low. But he's almost dead. I think we're going to make it. Just don't want to pull any more. Let me get away from that stupid crab before I do my AoE. Come on, baby. Do your heal. Ooh, it's close. Ooh, it's close. This guy's not a heroic, though. Get my heal going. Yeah, we're going to make it. We're going to be alright. Ooh. As long as I don't aggro anything else, we'll be fine. Come on, power. I need some power. Ooh, it's close. Ooh, it's close. I don't know. Ooh, it's gonna get me. Come on. I need to get some food. If I die, I'm gonna go get some food. That's the only reason this keeps happening. Alright, I'm gonna get some food. He died twice. Alright, let me go get some food. Pay more attention to the chat here. Does this game have an open world PvP? Yes, there's one PvP server. Yes, there's one PvP server where it's evil versus good, you know. So if you pick Kinos, you're good. You pick Freeport, then you're bad. And this is not a real town. Yes, it is. Alright, so let me find somewhere where I can buy some food. Let me make sure I don't have some already. I might even have some. No, I don't. Alright, so let's get some food. Somewhere. Maybe her. Here we go. Here we go. Cheesy noodles. Yum. Yeah, that should be good. So, I don't know if I can afford 100. Holy crap, yes I can. Forgot, somebody hooked me the heck up in this game. Did you guys saw that? I got hooked up. But anyway, let's, I guess that's streamer privilege right there, buddy. Where are we? I mean, I don't know if you guys are getting bored seeing me play here in the same area. Yes, I'm playing on live, Joshua. I'm on the, no, it's not a private server. I'm on, gosh, what's this server called? Starts with an H. Seeing if it shows it here when I log in. I don't see it. I can't think of the name of the server, man. It starts with an H. It's live. It's regular, just a regular server. You can get on here for free. Yeah, there you go. That's the server. I don't know what the population is, but it's really high. I'm pretty sure it's the highest in the game. It's a really high population. There's quite a bit of people. Maybe not where I'm at, you know, but you can see that people are talking and stuff in the chat. So it is a very healthy server. So Edict Zero asked, am I going to do a video on EQ3 or EverQuest Mobile? Because we know one of those is coming, right? If you guys haven't heard the news, it's happening. Something, right? A new EverQuest game of some fashion is coming, which I made a video about that a few months ago. I knew it. I knew they were going to do it. Yeah, of course I will. I'll do a video on it. I'll play it, even if it's garbage, right? Even if it's a dumpster fire, I'll play it just so you don't have to in that case, all right? Man, I just don't think they can do it, man. Minus is asking if I should do the switch over to Twitch. I mean, it sounds like to me, guys, when I was researching all the verbiage that Holly Wendell had and all that kind of stuff, was that the next EverQuest, I do think they're, well, we kind of know they're doing EQ Mobile, right? And you know, whatever, I don't care. But EQ3 or whatever, so they have all these assets from EQ Next, right? And there was an interview with Holly where she basically said, we're not going to let those go to waste, right? And they shouldn't. That's stupid, right? The plans they wanted to do with EverQuest Next weren't realistic, let's be honest. You know, if you dig a tunnel, you know, 4 miles deep, and everybody digs a tunnel 4 miles deep, and everybody's... all that has to be recorded and sent to every other person in the world, and... you know, just the complexities of what they were talking about, not realistic. They way overpromised, and then they realized they couldn't deliver. But my whole thing is, I don't know what they can deliver, right? Like, what is their limitations? Like, what kind of game can they make? Because I'd look at a game, their last game that they made, that was somewhat popular at least, would be H1Z1. Right? And it did okay. It did pretty good, especially with the consoles. But I tried that game, and I thought it was not good at all, right? So I don't know. I don't know how to gauge them, because I don't feel like they're that good. You know, I don't want to talk bad about them because they have the EQ license, right? They have the franchise that I love, so I don't want to, you know, talk trash, but I just don't trust them, you know? EQ next, man. Look how much money people lost that they really just wanted to play the game. And Landmark, couldn't they at least left Landmark open? Did they have to take it away? People paid for it, you know? I don't know. Alright, man, it's good seeing you, man. What do you guys think? Wiznat says he would love for me to stream on Twitch. I will, man. I will. Actually, somebody in the comments from the video I talked about announcing I was going to be streaming all the freaking time, somebody left a comment saying, I think it was called Restream, where I can stream in all of them at the same time. I would just have to work out a system. I don't think it'd be that difficult, right? Where I could pull up all the chats so I could talk to everybody and see what everybody's saying. Yeah, they're going to try, Grifka. They are definitely going to try. Also, do you guys remember that leak? That I don't believe, alright? There was a leak a while back where it said that they were making a new EverQuest, which I believed it back then. Obviously, now we got even more evidence to prove that it's true. But it said that they were going to make it to compete with Pantheon, which I could hear I could hear Daybreak saying that, right? Like, oh, well, Pantheon's going to try to take advantage of, you know, being the next EverQuest. Why don't we just actually make the next EverQuest? I can see him saying that, right? But then it said, and it's going to be Battle Royale. Like, come on. No, it ain't. That's just not even true. They're not that stupid, alright? Like, surely nobody even thinks Daybreak is that dumb. If they would make a new EverQuest and it would be a Battle Royale. Come on. That's completely ridiculous, you know? They're not going to do that. But that was the original leak. You can look it up. Like, that's what it said. You know how... Do you know how freaking mad people would be? Dude. They're like, EverQuest III. Battles of Norrath. Can you imagine, dude? Can you even freaking imagine? Oh, man. No, I would not play that. I'm sorry, guys. I would just watch a video and be like, that's garbage. I'd make a video and that's what it would be. It would show the gameplay and be like, this is garbage. I can't believe they did this. What is wrong with you, Daybreak? Have you lost your minds? That would be pretty much what I would do. I would not even play it. I wouldn't even... No way. Like, that's hilarious. EverQuest III, Battles of Norrath. And it's a battle royale. Yeah, I don't think no matter what, Daybreak can stand up to the might of Pantheon. As a matter of fact, I was reading the article. I don't remember what website. I have to go back and look. Not sure. But I was reading the article where they were actually talking about EverQuest 3 is probably a thing, right? Like, this is probably really happening. Like, there's actual evidence now to support that that's exactly what they're doing. And they even said we're continuing forward with the franchise or whatever, right? So there's, like, legitimate evidence, right? And it didn't say nothing in this article about Pantheon, right? It was only talking about the EverQuest franchise, Daybreak Games now being called Darkpaw, blah, 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 right? And then I scrolled down to read the comments, and absolutely almost everybody, dude, at least 80% of every comment said, you mean Pantheon Rise of the Fallen? Like, come on, that is the sequel to EverQuest, guys. You know, that's it. It's called Pantheon. It's a spiritual successor. Right? So, I just thought that was very nice that they fooled nobody, right? They're basically advertising for Pantheon if they make an EverQuest 3. But they do have to do something, right? You can't blame them for trying to do it. They have to. Think about when Pantheon comes out. There'll still be people who will keep their who will keep their subscription to EverQuest or whatever, and people will want to go back and, you know, see it and, you know, run through for nostalgia and things like that. But once Pantheon's out, if it's the game that we all believe it's going to be, and I truly think it will be, Daybreak is screwed, dude. They got to do something. They got to. Yeah, EQ1's a little hard to get into right now. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like it's not. I brought my wife into the game just to see what she would think, because she didn't play back then. Definitely not, right? She didn't even know what it was till she met me, right? So I brought her in the game, and it really pointed out to me that the game needs a freaking overhaul, right? And I'm not talking crap, and I don't want Daybreak to do that. I don't think they're capable. I'm just saying there's some quality of life things that definitely should have been updated in that game over time. You know, it's a little hard to play now. I admit it. It's still a classic, though. Pantheon will be slower combat, but it'll be a little bit, and it depends on what version of EverQuest you're talking about. When you say EverQuest to me, I assume you're talking about a classic type experience, such as P99 or whatever, where, you know, some classes wouldn't even get a new ability till freaking forever, right? Pantheon will be better than that, right? It'll be a little faster paced than that. But it won't be like this. This is way faster than even you can see on the streams, right? Of what Pantheon's doing. Pantheon is way more methodical and more tactical and less spamming. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking to you guys, reading comments and spamming buttons, honestly, right? I'm okay with that. I like this game. And there is strategy. I've had to buckle down and pay attention. I've died 3 times because I'm not paying attention, right? So, you know, it's still there for this game, but it's not to the level of Pantheon or EQ1 or anything like that, obviously. Edit Zero says anybody playing P99 should throttle their internet down. And also have it to where if somebody calls on the phone, you get kicked off. I remember those days, dude. And my internet at my house was bad about not kicking you off. It would just not let anybody call. And my parents didn't quite understand all that. And I remember... I don't even remember what I was doing online. I wasn't even playing EverQuest. Yes, I was. Yes, I was, actually. I was actually patching. And it took forever. It took like a day, like 24 hours. Maybe even longer than that. I don't know. It took forever. And I remember my parents saying, like, I can't believe so-and-so hasn't called. They promised they would call, and I was like, oh, crap. It was because of me. I was, like, patching a freaking video game for 24 freaking hours. Vincent says what happened at his house, too. That's always what would happen. The phone just wouldn't ring. Like, be like family emergencies and nobody would know about because I was playing freaking EverQuest. A wizard. I might be able to sell it. Maybe not. Can always try. Alright, let's go somewhere else. I've been literally sitting in the same spot killing skeletons forever. I did level up, though. Where's my mount? Let's go somewhere else. There's the town. Is that where we came from, I think, for the... Yeah, let's go down here. This might not be the most realistic way to travel, but this is how you do it. I don't want to kill those because they'll mess up my faction. I want them to be my friends. Let's see what we got over here. Well, that's a quest. We might as well kill him. Oh, man, these badgers are hard to find in here. That's actually the last time I played. I was spending freaking hours looking for freaking badgers, man. So I was like, I've had enough. Logging out. And look at these freaking badgers all night. What's the goal of EQ2? Well, so there's quests, there's storylines, there's raids at the end game, there's dungeons, But, you know, you get to max level, you run raids, you don't have to wait to max level. There's actually heroic and bosses and really cool fights all throughout the entire game, actually, that you can do. So you can kind of get like a mini raid type experience at like level 10 in this game, which is something I hope and believe that EverQuest is going to do as well. Is, you know, those really cool boss fights with a little bit of mechanics, you know, definitely more difficult than your standard run-of-the-mill boss. I'm hoping they do that, because I like that. That's something I really enjoyed about this game. We don't need no stinking badgers. Isaiah says, irony. My parents had broadband and I couldn't play online with my Dreamcast. Too advanced. But it was great playing Final Fantasy 11. Okay. Did you play Final Fantasy 11 on PC or did you play it on PS2 back in those days? Yeah. The Dreamcast still, well, didn't it take a little while before that broadband adapter was available for the Dreamcast, or am I wrong? I thought it took a little while. I don't remember if it's out originally. Do I play old school RuneScape? No, I don't. Never played it. I never played it. I mean, I've tried it before, but no, I know 0% about old school RuneScape. Heard it's good though. Heard it was like an Ultima Online type experience. What I always heard, never played. Played Ultima. Did not play old school RuneScape ever, or any variation of RuneScape. Barely even can tell the truth and say that I've tried it. I've been in the world before. Hardly. Heard good things though. It's super popular, by the way. Betrayal quests. Okay, so Edict Zero's talking about, I hope Pantheon incorporates some EQ2 betrayal quests. You can get interesting class race combos like the Dwarf Dialord. It could be a cool part of the world story. Yeah, that would be cool, wouldn't it? So, like, in this game, I started out Kinos, right? There's a not easy, right? There's a lengthy quest you can do to betray Kinos and become a citizen of Freeport, right? So Freeport doesn't have, excuse me, well, maybe now it does, but in the original days, Freeport didn't, I think this is still true, you couldn't make a character in Freeport that was a paladin, right? Or you couldn't make a character in Kinos that was what's it called, not a Dire Lord, that's Pantheon, a Shadow Knight, right? But you could betray. So that is pretty interesting, pretty cool, and it's, you know, we heard Chris in the last stream talking about factions, and, I don't know, man, it sounds like their faction system's gonna be pretty advanced, so, maybe, dude. I think it would be cool, because that is pretty awesome, right? And it should be hard, it should take a long time, it should be way harder than it even is in this game, in my opinion. It should be like, you gotta really devote yourself, to not get KOS'd, you know? Let's kill this lion. He looks cool. It's a cool looking mob. Oh, jeez. He was a freaking heroic ×3. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to beat him. I am running away. Let's see if I can get up. Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Are you playing on live server? No, yeah, I'm just on the regular live server. I'm on Majdoul. Is that what it's called? Yeah, it should be like an EverQuest I Necro. Yeah. Yeah, like EverQuest I Necro Epic, right. Super hard. Like, gotta dedicate a lot of time. What's up, Sassy Pickle? I am on just the regular live server, by the way. For anybody new that just joined the stream. Thank you, Wicked. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. He was a good man. Alright, see you, Isaiah. Get your studying done, man. It really is the best experience just to kill freaking whites and not wander on a solo quest. Because I really shouldn't even play this game solo. It's actually not smart. Got no choice, guys. Got no choice. I just got a solo all by myself. One paladin against the world. At least I had paid off my old debt before I acquired my new one, right? That's good. That's a good thing. Oh, that'd be interesting. So, EverQuest II said that maybe they should be time sensitive, like a betrayal quest, right? That'd be cool. Like, you have a certain amount of time to finish the whole thing, and if you don't, then you gotta start over. And what if you didn't finish the quest? And so, not only did you not get to betray, but every step you were taking along the way was hurting your faction for your home city, and you could end up in situations where you're KOS for both factions. Like you're kind of, or you're at least neutral, right? So then if you're like, man, that's too hard, well, guess what? Now you ruined your faction for your home city, so now you're going to have to earn that back, right? As a penalty for giving up. Yeah, if I've been not close enough to the melee auto attack, I apologize. I'm not paying very much attention at all. Paying way more attention to the chat and talking. I'll have to make sure I'm a little closer. Yeah, bone chips, baby. What do you guys think about the animations in this game? Do you think they're good enough? What if Pantheon had better graphics, obviously, but what if it had animations like this? Would you be okay with that? I would. I think they're decent enough. Like, Pantheon's models, character models, and NPC models, but this animation. I would totally be okay with that. Actually, I would be more than okay. That would be awesome. I think the animation's pretty good. There's some that are a little wonky, right? But for the most part, pretty good. Yeah, Chris Perkins was talking about that, EverQuest. So, EverQuest was talking about, I'm hoping for some reactions by mobs when they get hit in Pantheon, so you kind of feel that impact, right? I agree. And he did mention that's all part of animation. And not only did he mention it on the stream they just had, but late after the stream, he joined the community on a show talking about the community's reaction to their stream. He joined it in the chat, and he actually mentioned it again. That's all part of animation and sound effect and all this kind of thing that kind of gives you that. And he talked about it in the thing, too, where it kind of gives you that impact, where you can feel the hits, right? Like they connect. And that is really important, man. Those small details like that really makes people enjoy the game more. I mean, honestly. Yeah, really good animations for this time. I agree. And yes, Sassy Pickle, we were talking earlier about the split of Daybreak and EQ3. We actually discussed that and how we're Pantheon's still going to be better. You know, I don't think the current team could possibly hold the vision as accurately as. Oh crap! My God, I'm gonna die again. I mean, I wish them the best, right? I really do. I wish them the best. I just don't think they. I don't think they got it. Don't think they got what they need. Oh, whoops. I don't remember how far. Okay, so in this game, apparently they leash. I couldn't remember if they did or not. So I really could have been running away this whole time. I was just thinking I had to zone them. Alright, let me rest up. Oh, and you know what? I am so dumb. Earlier, I bought food, and I didn't even put it on. These kind of things are why I need to stream all the time, guys. Because I need to get good at it, right? So, I'm terrible at it right now. So, yeah. That's why I need to be streaming every night, right? It's kind of like practice for getting good at streaming before Pantheon comes out. Or, you know, something very magical were to happen and I get invited to a stream with the developers, or they do a community stream where I get to show off Pantheon or a piece of Pantheon to you guys. If something like that were to happen, I don't want to suck at streaming, right? I am level 23, I think. Yes, I'm a 23 Paladin currently. Yeah, I agree that graphics are just a bonus, Vincent. Vincent says he's not big into graphics. I care more about content, the game mechanics. I agree 100%. To me, if Pantheon came out and looked like this, but it had all the features and the tenets that they talk about, I would be totally okay with that. I would be totally okay with that. I would feel bad because people would talk a lot of crap, right? But I don't care. I would still play it. Like, I actually think this game looks good. I'm not gonna lie. I think this game looks pretty good. I think it held up really well. Now, obviously, the graphics right now look way better than this, right? The animations aren't there, so it looks a little clunky at times. That's all animation, though. If you look at the actual models, man, the models look good, dude. Models look freaking good. My gosh, leave me alone. Apparently, my subscription ran out. Let's get a little advertisement every once in a while. Yeah, and plus with the whole graphics conversation, I think it was, I could be wrong, but I feel like originally the graphics, you know, in the original, days of development when they were kind of planning this out, the roadmap internally, I doubt they were really going to try to go for as good graphics as they're going for now. I think that kind of was something that they kind of, it became, right? It became that because of people's reactions and stuff like that. That they realized, all right, we gotta, there's a certain minimum, like Grifka was saying, that we gotta meet. So being in the Knights of Napalm is going to be super easy. DBDB asked how you're going to be able to do that. Very easy. We have a Discord right now. It's not a dead Discord. We talk and communicate in there a little bit, but it's not super active until the guild gets going. You can go in there and start meeting people and all that kind of thing. A lot of friendly people in the Discord right now. Actually, after this video here, this stream posts to my channel, I'll put the link to the Discord in the description, so you guys can sign up if you're interested, because we did talk about that quite a bit in this video. So I'll include those details so you can get on the Discord. And that's it. That's all you need to do. Be on the Discord because, you know, obviously probably not launch day, right? We'll all just be making our characters, logging in, leveling up, low-level stuff. Probably won't even be able to make a guild yet because you won't meet the minimum requirements. But, you know, not long after launch, I will announce in the Discord that, you know, meet up at this place. If you even need to meet up, we'll see how all that works, right? Like, it's hard to gauge it because we don't know how the guild system's going to work in Pantheon yet. But anyway, all communications will be there in the Discord. And if a really cool game comes out before Pantheon, I mean really cool to where I really know this is a game I can play a lot, then we may do a temporary still Pantheon guild. If a game like, for example, Defend the Night were to come out before Pantheon, then, you know, we might practice our guild and, you know, get to know each other maybe in that game, right? I don't know. It just depends. Depends on when, on a lot of different factors, you know? You been playing Magic the Gathering, Grifka? So somebody said something about Unity and graphics. I just want to also mention that, yeah, Unity may not be known for having, like, really crazy good graphics, right? But they're using a very heavily modified version of it. And honestly, man, Unity can crank out some pretty nice graphics. I will refer you to... There's a few games, right? I don't remember the name of the one with the mouse or whatever, but that's not an MMO. But Unity is also the... Reign of Darkness uses Unity, right? And sure, when you log into the game, you might be like, this doesn't look that great. Well, it was developed by one guy, right? But if you actually make it to that first dungeon, dude, that looks pretty freaking sweet. Actually, it looks a lot like Hounder's Cave. And you can kind of tell that, you know, Hounder's Cave that we've seen it in the past was a lot of assets, just like they've been telling us all this time, that a lot of it was placeholder. You can tell because if you play Reign of Darkness and make it to the first dungeon, you're going to immediately... That dungeon looks freaking awesome, by the way. Freaking beautiful dungeon. It's in Unity, and it looks like Hounder's Cave. Big time. Like, you're going to be... You're gonna zone in and be like, I'm in Hounder's Cave. What the crap? Except it's not as big or intricate, you know. It's an instance dungeon, but... Necro would be cool. Alright, you have a good night too, Yeah, Necro is going to be cool. And, you know, things like the Bard, which I feel like is probably, like, they can announce any day now. It's probably just as finished as any other class at this point. And announcing Necro, right? That's going to be some pretty epic moments when they give us a little, like, here's the ability list or whatever for Necro. And they gotta have Necro in by launch, dude. Just think about it. They got to. Like, it's too... There's too many fans, right, of the Necro class to not have it launch, in my opinion. They just got to. It's mandatory almost. Like, to give themselves a little breathing room just in case. But it's gonna be in there. Yeah, the switching back and forth on the for the Ranger. Yeah, pretty cool. I hate to compare it to this, right? Because the gameplay, the game styles, and everything are so different. But anybody that played the Red Mage in Final Fantasy 14, right? It's a lot of that, right? Like, and there were moves to get them in and back out so they can weave, right? There's moves in between there, which I thought was cool. It's just obviously not gonna be the same thing in Pantheon, but I'm gonna play a warrior. If they launch with Necro, I will lose my tank because there's no way he won't play one. I understand. And what's up, Jared? Haven't seen you in the chat till just now. What's going on, man? And I'm going to be back on the Temtem soon. Probably tomorrow I'll play some Temtem. Which is a Pokemon MMO, in case you guys didn't know. That's in early access, and it's pretty freaking cool. It has a lot of features it needs. I don't know how soon they're going to be added. But it's a pretty cool game. If you like Pokemon. Or if you like collecting monsters. Because that's what you do. And evolving them. And finding different ones with different stats. And leveling them up. Fighting other people. All that kind of thing. I think my highest Temtem is in their 20s. I have a few around that range, like around 20, 23, something like that. I'm trying to get my starter leveled 29 so he'll evolve. Because he looks freaking sweet when he evolves. And I don't know if anybody's still in here, but there was some people in chat earlier talking about just two blues. They were talking about Final Fantasy 11. Probably stream some of that too over the next few weeks. You know, I like that game. I've got a character on a private server called Nasomi, and then I have one on the live server too. If I'm just gonna play like tonight, where I'm just kind of BSing around and talking to chat, which probably will be what I do, I'll probably play on the live server, just because I can do that on that game. You can't really solo efficiently on the private server because it's more like classic, you know? You gotta get groups and all that. If I do all that, I gotta pay a lot of attention, and that may not work out so well. Vincent says, I will not play a warrior in any game because that's so boring. But agreed, I love they made it something new in Pantheon. Yeah, I think warrior's going to be cool as crap in Pantheon. It's kind of going to have a little bit of an action feel to it, right? Like having to pull out your shield and like actually use that ability to block instead of it just being automatic based on stats. And all the other abilities, right? Like, I think it's going to be pretty... It's probably going to be the coolest warrior class of an MMO so far. That's what I think. And that hopefully will be true for all the classes. I think the paladin looks pretty sweet.
Your eyes are so pretty.
And the wizard looks cool too, right? Wizard looks so cool, I'd never even played that type of character. It looks freaking awesome. Alright, see you later. See you later, Chase Fate. Sassy Pickle thinks that VR has overcomplicated the monk class with all the chakra stuff. I can see that. We'll have to see how it actually feels in gameplay, I guess. Because, you know, hasn't been anything I can think of recently, but the last time when Cole played a monk, he seemed to like it. I'm trying to think if anybody else since then has played it. We don't really know how fleshed out the game was or the abilities when they played it either, so I'm not sure. What does that ability do, by the way? Oh, there's a... Shoot, I could have, like, survived all these encounters. I didn't even realize that was lay on hands. What is that? It's a group buff. And do I have... and also... I guess that's alright. It has been better since I have food in my inventory, though. Getting pretty close to dinging again. Yeah, if I played a wizard, I wouldn't, besides the stupid low levels, I would never play without a party. And I have a feeling with the wizard's going to be a DPS machine, right? So I have a feeling they're going to easily get groups. I think there'll be, like, wizard parties. Obviously not the entire party, but, you know, people will want a couple in the party if they want to do a lot of damage. Yeah, exactly, Vincent. Exactly. Co-Carnage is the guy who, you know, plays with the devs the most and shows off practically anything we know that we've seen from gameplay. There's been a couple, they've had other people on there, but, you know, Ko's the guy, right? Because he already has that EverQuest audience, so it makes sense. It only makes sense, right? Jared says, why don't you play with the devs? Did you miss your friendship payment? No, I don't know, man. I don't know. Oh, man, I've just not been invited in. It's okay. I'm not special. I'm not special. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. And if not, it's fine. You know why? Because you know who is getting me in on their game? You know who is going to let me play their game? Does anybody know? Defend the Night, man. They're going to take care of me. they're gonna take care of me. So that's okay. They're gonna let me in. I'm gonna show you guys a dungeon. It's gonna be cool. So I'll get to feel special. Right? I think that's another game. It's gonna come out before Pantheon, I hope, and be really cool, by the way. Defend the Night. I got videos about it on my channel. It's a cool game. The cool thing also is that they're not going to ask for a dime until the game is playable, right? Like, completely playable. Not this BS early access. Like, sure, the game may still be in a testing phase, but it won't be like, you know, you got to pay money now and then wait forever, right? Because I'm probably not going to do that again because I'm waiting on Pantheon, right? So I'm probably not going to do that on any other game. But if the game's playable, and it's, you know, in a beta-type state, or... Yeah, I think that's fair to say. A beta-type state? Sure. If it's got the classic gameplay, I can't play Pantheon, so I sure as heck will play something else, right? That kind of gives me those feels. Oh, look! Is this somebody from the chat? It is! I think it is. What level are you, man? 16? Cool, we can group, dude. You can keep my stupid butt alive. We don't have a release date for Defend the Night yet. But it's not. They're not. I don't think they're going to play the game that Pantheon does. We're like, we're not going to talk about release dates. They just actually don't have a freaking clue right now, right? So I think that they'll give a date when they have one. All right, Theros, you want to play? Wicked says it's all Chris Kane's fault. As soon as this fight's over, I'm going to invite you, Theros. I'm assuming you're somebody from the chat. Yeah, there you are. Theros McNasty. Oh, you're only 6? I thought it said 16. My bad. Can I power level you? Is that possible in this game? I don't think it is. I shouldn't need too many levels. Level 23. I got a few to go before I could possibly fight a giant. Unless we got a full party going. I can mentor him. We'd have to leave here though. Let's see. We could go back to Kinos. We could do that. I don't know. I think you have to be level 10. Hang on. Your level is currently too high to allow all group members to receive experience. Would you like to mentor someone? Okay, so maybe you can. I thought you had to be at least level 10. Okay. So let's get the heck out of here, dude. We will die. It's level 6 here. You can PL? How? He meant Defend the Night, I think. Whoops, am I going the wrong way? He meant Defend the Night, by the way. It's a MMORPG based on classic gameplay. It's a game that I will be showing you guys a lot of stuff of on my channel in the future. I've got an interview right now, actually. A really long interview where lots of beans about that game with the developers. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I have no freaking idea. It would probably... Yeah, we're headed up to the zone line. It would probably actually be... Yes, Daniel, this is EverQuest II. So, how does it compare to EQ1? It doesn't really. It's a decent modern version of EverQuest 1, sort of, right? So, I think it's a really cool game. There's a lot of BS, you know, with Cash Shop and, you know, all kinds of things you could complain about. But if you ignore all that and you just play the game, you get to go to places that are from EQ1, right? You get to see zones that are totally different now because it's been 1,000 years or whatever. Watch out for that bear Theros. We're going to be going through a lot of really high level. I probably shouldn't have level synced you until we got there. But oh well. We'll just try to survive this. It'll be fun. As long as we don't die. Are you still with me? I lost Theros. I lost him. But yeah, it has a lot of the classic zones and all that kind of thing. You remember an unreleased game called Hell Raid? No, I don't. Hey, what's up, Brandon Robbins? Welcome, welcome, man. Welcome to the stream, and I appreciate it, Jared. Jared votes that everyone loves the Nathan NAPALM. Well, I appreciate it, but that's not true. Reddit does not love the Nathan NAPALM at all. So I kind of feel like I should unmentor him until we get there. Because we're level 6. It doesn't even make sense. Yeah, I'm going to stop mentoring until we get there. Actually, he said I could PL him. So I tell you what, dude. I'm going to kill this guy. And let's see how much experience you get, okay? See what happens. Oh, I forgot about teleporting, dude. I play these games like we're back in freaking 2003, right? My brain doesn't even think of things like teleports. Paladins for life. That's right. Paladins unite, man. If you have enough paladins in a group, you don't even need a healer. You could just trade aggro and heal yourselves. How much experience you get? Truckers love the Nathan NAPALM. I love it. Truckers for Napalm. Was your experience any good, man? We can pull a yellow now. Let's see what that does. Pull level 25, see if you get some good experience. Make sure I don't do my mini BS here. Yeah, Taj, I have to agree that their system... Now, some do, right? Like, their mage still has XP, right? I mean, I'm sorry, not XP. Mana, right? Most classes, though, are going to use their own thing. Alright, so I think we should be able to stay here and get him a couple levels. Oh, I'm sorry, I misread that, man. I'm sorry. Paladins are not using mana, yeah. That'll be interesting, dude. But yeah, a lot of the classes, it's not just being a thing, right? Like, power or mana and health. The fact that they're doing all the different systems, I think that's smart. I think that's very modern. And, like we were talking about earlier, it's going to add a lot of strategy to each class. And a different kind of strategy for each class. And a lot of balancing and stuff like that. What is on you, dude? So I think it'll be good. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. Alright, let's get this bear. He's a little close. Just doing some old school camping here, guys. Got our little camp spot here. We're going to pull some bears for a while, level up. Yeah, class-specific resources, right? Some kind of gambling? You mean like a place you can go or a system that you can do that you can gamble? See, that brings up something, a really good point. Pantheon needs gold sinks, right? They need places where the gold goes away, where we have to spend it in order for whatever, right? Like repairs and whatever. Because otherwise the economy gets screwed up so badly, whoops, that people don't even, new players can't even survive in it, right? Like EQ2 right now. Holy crap, dude. Somebody's going to have to help you at the beginning, or else you're screwed. You cannot possibly afford anything off the marketplace at all. And then you can't get groups at low level because there's not anybody around hardly, because, everybody that plays this game by now is mostly max level. It's not 100% true, right? But for the most part, for the average gamer. And so you have to buy some things from other players, and you can't afford them. So we need a lot of gold sinks. So gambling, whatever. We need a way for money to disappear, so that the money isn't stuck. People always getting more from kills and quests, rewards, or whatever, and there's just money coming in and none of it leaving, right? That causes a major problem. I need to re-mentor. So do you want to go? We'll have to switch zones. Where was that bell at, by the way? Down here, I'm assuming, in town? Let's go somewhere more re-mentor if the XP sucks. It says no. Oh, he didn't even get XP for some of that. Alright, Wicked, thanks for joining me, man. And hey, thank you, Trotter Nation. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for checking me out. And whoa. Let's go around these guys. Thanks for checking me out, watching my stuff, man. Appreciate it. King's Reach, yeah. That was a really good stream, by the way. Wasn't that the one where they showed off the city and all that? I thought that was cool. It's old, though, guys. If you go check that out, just also know that it's really old. And let him know. Okay, we will. Let's get to Antonica first. Gonna make them equivalent. What are we talking about here? Yeah, so there needs to be areas in MMOs, if I can survive this fight, where it's pretty, right? Where it's like Amber Fate, right? Like places where there's beautiful forests and there's trees and beautiful green grass and rolling hills, and you need that, right? It's part of the fantasy thing. But we also need a lot of variety, so not just that, right? But Pantheon does have a lot of that, right? We've seen a lot of dungeons. They've kept us pretty much in only a couple of zones because they don't want to spoil it. They don't want us to know everything. They don't want the game to be boring as soon as it launches and us already know everything about every zone. And, so they kind of kept us in a tight little cycle of what we're allowed to see. Doesn't mean that's all they've done, right? That's just all they're showing us. And we've even seen updates to those as time goes on, where they kind of go back and be like, well, they've not seen this area in a while, so let's show it to them again. They can kind of see. And we're kind of supposed to assume that we realize that they've also been updating and creating other zones as well. They're just not showing them to us, right? But yeah, you do need those. And I agree, Isaiah, you need those beautiful areas like that. Very, very necessary. Look at that, man. Look at all that healing he just did, dude. I don't want that. Dang it. He says that he's I just hate killing an epic mob and having a fancy piece of wood drop. I want to put something on right there. Oh, wood. Okay, I thought you actually meant wolf. Fancy piece of wood. Yeah. I leveled up. Alright, we need to get the heck out of here. Are we even going the right way? We going the right way, Theros? Where are you taking us, dude? Yeah, we're trying to go all the way over here. So we should be able to make it through here now. Probably gonna have to kill these guys. Ding! What's up, Winter? My wife has made it to the chat. Uh-oh. You guys are a little ganging up on me, dude. Theros may only be level 6, but he is whipping out the hills, baby. But don't worry, dude. As soon as we get the heck over down to that dock, I'll level sync down to you. Or mentor. I'm sorry. I call it level sync. I'm from Final Fantasy 11. No swimming lessons? You know, she can actually swim decent in EQ2. Decent. She can survive. So, is it smart, do you think, that Winter wants to be a dark mer? Or because she can't swim in MMOs? Or is that genius? Because I feel like they could go either way. A dark mer that can't swim? Or will it be easier because she's a dark mer, so it'll make it easier on her? That's a good question. Isaiah asked Winter, what's been your favorite MMO you've played with Nathan? And Final Fantasy XIV doesn't count. This will be interesting. Let's see what she says to that, guys. I don't know what her answer will be. I have no idea. Not even going to guess, because I'm not sure. So come on, Winter, answer the question. What is your favorite MMO you've played with me, and you cannot pick Final Fantasy XIV? Yeah, when I first, by the way, guys, the first time I ever played EQ1, like the first night I played, I remember I fell in water with my low level, probably level 1, I don't know, but very low level character, but I'd already been running around the world for at least a few hours. Maybe I wasn't fighting anything, but I'd been like doing something. Who knows what I was doing back then. But I fell in the water and I couldn't get out, and I just re-rolled my character. I thought that I screwed up, and so from that point forward, for a very long time, I was just like super careful, like, oh crap, don't fall in the water, you know. I don't have to redo this whole character again. I thought there was no way to get out. I just gave up. I didn't know. Man, we're going through some dangerous areas to get to the docks. Ooh, my loyalty points went up. Whatever that means. We played. It was this game. It was this one. This was EverQuest II that we started the Knights of Napalm in. That was fun, man. That was a lot of fun. That was EverQuest II. Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, funny thing, guys. We were playing this game, and I talk about Pantheon so much, you know, and we were playing this game that my wife had texted somebody, you know, because we wanted them to log on and group up with us. So she texted her friend, who's in the chat here, Jared, and said, hey, do you want to play Pantheon with us tonight? She meant EverQuest II, right? She just said that. And he freaked out, dude. He was like, what? What? Heck yeah! He was like, I was like, dude, tell him it's not Pantheon, it's freaking EverQuest II, man. Like, you're gonna get this guy way too overhyped. We're not playing freaking Pantheon tonight, you know? It's freaking hilarious. Talk about a troll. Talk about a troll. Imagine somebody told you, hey, you're gonna play Pantheon tonight? You're like, what? Then it turns out, it was just EverQuest II. Alright, so let's take this cheating. We'll go to Antonica. I think this pops us out in a pretty good area where we could kill some things. Once Theros gets here. Playtex Gentle Glide. That is the name of this person. Anyway, let me mentor. Let me mentor you. There we go. Yeah, just imagine that, dude. You think you might? Yeah, Grifka, we had fun with your ochre, man. Running dungeons together, dude. I remember you having to squat through the little narrow passageways of what's that place called? It's in this zone. There's some level 11s. That might be a little too high. 10s. We could do that with your heals, I think. What abilities do I even have available at this level, though? Oh, crap. I'm not going to be able to do these. It doesn't automatic. Hang on. I'm going to set my hotbar, man. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Because I've got all these updated versions of the stuff. How do you... Can't you just, like, scroll it to another version? Isn't there... I guess there's not in this game. I thought there was, though. Like, you could, how did you do that in this game? Oh well, whatever. I'll clear it. I'll just redo it. Not that. Clear the whole hotbar. Clear all hotkeys. There we go. And I'll just slap them in here. I mean, my God, what do I have available to me? That's already on. I mean, why do I have no abilities? Is that just because I can't use them right now? Crap, I didn't even need to do that, did I? Alright, let's get them back out. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I'm dumb. I thought it was because it was I was too low level. Well, some of these I might not be able to do, though. Got my divine. Okay, that should be good enough. Should be good enough for this. Yeah, you were right. I could have just used them. It just didn't look like I could. Do you have any Lumas? No, that's like a shiny, right? That's like a rare version of, I think. Yeah, the shiny. Yeah, I don't have any, no. Have you found some? Yeah, I know, UK Wildcat. We should be going to like one of the instances, but that was a really good guild, by the way. Winter Shiny. That was a cool group of people. But we should be in an instance, but I just don't like instances. So we're just hanging out here like the old days, freaking killing snakes. Because look at the view, dude. The view is so much better. And congrats, Theros. Congrats. Theros is now a level 7. Hey, welcome, Brandon. Brandon has just become a member of the Nathan NAPALM. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you. Chat blocks out your picture. What do you mean? And by the way, Brandon, that does mean at the end of all my videos, I'll be giving you a thank you. I'm sure you've noticed that to my other members, like What's the Takeaway and many others. So, give you a shout out with your name on it. And I'm going to fix, by the way, and I'm going to update those, especially now that I'm streaming again heavily. I'm going to fix those little special stickers you guys get. I don't know what those are called on YouTube, but the things you have now, like you have the new member one. If you look at What's the Takeaway, he has like the biggest upgraded one. So basically it just means the longer you are a member, you get upgraded. I'm going to go through those and fix those by the end of next week. And I also owe some of my members some digital drawings. And I'm not lying. Winter's here to back me up. I'm not lying. My pen for my digital tablet that I would draw with is missing. When we moved, I couldn't find it, so that kind of delayed me. I need to order another one. It's a little expensive, but I'm gonna do it, and I'll get those out to you guys too, because I owe you guys that, right? I don't have the best artwork in the world. Whoops, he's got it on him. Let's get that off of him real quick. But you know, I can do the arts, right? Yeah, guys, you know, I'm going to stream for a little bit longer, but I did want to talk to you guys a little bit about, if you guys let me know, is this the kind of thing you enjoy more? Is me playing an MMO? Or do you not care what I play? Should we do a vote? You know, put up in the community, let the community vote on it. We can throw out a few games and let the community vote on what you want me to play next. You know, how do you want to do it? Brandon says, cool, my 30-minute break is up, so I can't type. Just listen. Have to make Oklahoma City by 5 a.m. Well, be careful, man. Be careful. You're out on the road. What's the takeaway? Says, you should do what your wife says. Ouch. Stop twisting my arm. She wants me to play Final Fantasy 14. And I did start a character, and I wouldn't mind to see the story for the Shadow whatever. Shadowbringers. Wouldn't mind. It has a good story. There's no doubt Final Fantasy 14 has a good story. I don't know if you guys would like to watch me play that game or not, though. But yeah, the wife is pretty on me about that. I know what game she wants me to play. Long haul trucker. Well, be careful on the road, dude. Be careful on the road. Pick a no camp. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Where are we? Let me get my bearings. There's no camps over here. What's that one? Here we go. That's a good one. Pick off the ones on the outside first. Winter really wants to get her raid group back going in Final Fantasy 14. Let me see about this guy. He might be a heroic. He's only heroic +1. We could probably do it. Yeah. Yeah. We can probably do it. Be careful my AoEs there. Oh yeah, definitely. We're definitely good. Hey, what's up, Burden? Nobody. Yeah, they're changing the subject. Nobody wants to play it, man. That's Winter. It's just that it's a good game, right? Like Final Fantasy 14 is a good game. It's just it's not the kind of gameplay that it's just not the good kind, right? Like I'll still play it with you, but you know. Let's go to another. There's a big camp towards Antonica on the other side of that bridge thing. That's where we'll go, Theros. We'll hit a few on the way, though. Right here. We'll get this guy. Yeah, I'm a fan of Final Fantasy, the series. I love Final Fantasy. And I actually, you know, 14's not bad. And when it launched for a, you know, World of Warcraft type MMO, which at that time I felt like we had no choice but to play those, it was hard at that time. Like, even the regular dungeons, and it was a lot better back then. It was a lot better. They're a case of what we were talking about earlier in the stream, which is developers doing whatever the community asks them to do, right? Which can be good, but you can also destroy your game. Everything becomes oversimplified because everybody's whining, right? And that's kind of a little bit of what happened in 14. I mean, it's still a good game, though. I don't want to talk bad about it. It's a pretty good game. It's just it's that type of MMO, right? It's super instanced, super solo questing. You know, go here and do that. Go talk to that person, travel halfway around the world, or teleport halfway around the world, and then talk to this person, especially at the beginning of the game. Yeah, Zach, she did play Outward with me, and it was freaking hilarious. And we're going to play it again. We're going to stream that. When you guys see how nervous Winter gets, like, you would have thought her life was in danger the first time we stepped out. And unfortunately, I was recording it, but it didn't record the audio, so I couldn't never release it, and that sucks. We can probably, trust me, she'll be just as ridiculous. But we walk out into the world in Outward, which if you guys don't know, that's a really cool, like, co-op RPG. It's, like, super difficult and fun. But we walk out into the world for the first time, and we're fighting the first thing, you know, and she's already got it in her mind how hard this game is going to be and stuff. And she has like a club, I think, and I get the attention of the bad guy or whatever, and of the mob, and I'm pulling them, and she couldn't reverse her joystick the way and invert it the way she wanted it to be, and so she was already like had very crappy control, right? And all I see is her like all awkwardly running with the club, and she's screaming in my ear like, ah, ah, ah. Like you would thought she was actually murdering somebody like in real life. It was freaking hilarious. It was So hilarious. By the way, I am totally going the wrong way because I'm telling the story and don't know what I'm doing. I think right here there's some gnolls though. Somewhere right in this area. That might be it right there. I don't remember their level. Yeah. Is that them? No, that's wolves. Somewhere right here. Maybe it's right here. Somewhere. I remember there being a little camp of gnolls. There we go. Ooh, that might be too hard. Well, he's not heroic, though. I think... What level are we? We're level 9 now? Yeah, we could probably do that. What do you think? Maybe. It doesn't look like they come... We could pull a single. What about the rest of them here? Looks like they're all... Yeah, they're all about level 14. Yeah, I should get EQ2 maps. Alright, we're gonna pull one. Let me try to find a definite straggler, right? Sucks because he's a caster, but it'll be okay. Pull him back. Yeah, we're definitely alright. Which we shouldn't be, I would also like to point out. We should not be able to take a mob 5 levels above us, in my opinion. But he is hitting us hard, though. Look at that. We're not just creaming the guy. This game is a lot more fun when you got people to play with, though. That's for sure. Yeah, Zach, we are. We're definitely going to set up a timeline and definitely play some more Outward. You know, it's actually my most popular video on my whole channel is one of my Outward videos at somewhere close to or at 100,000 views. It's my most popular thing on my whole channel. Alright. Man, it looks pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one more. Pull him way back. What was this, by the way? Jared, or Burton, we're playing on the... Well, actually, we're on... what's it called? Mujdal or something like... Yeah, there you go. Thank you, Grifka. It's a free server, so... And me and Burton, or Jared there, I actually played this game recently. Me, him, and Winter got on the, one of the new servers, the one where you start at, max level, or... Maybe it's not max level, but you start at like a really high level, whatever the heck that is called. We did that recently. Alright, good night, Winter. Good night. Alright. Let me let my mana go up just a little bit. Won't take long. Grab us a soldier here. I mean, you guys can play. Go ahead, play some Outward. Good luck with Winter. She's quite a handful in that game. She got stuck on a cliff. So we went up this big high mountain and we didn't expect it. Actually, it was pretty freaky. We get to the top. We're actually just trying to figure out how to unlock magic. The game hadn't been out very long. We go all the way up this mountain. It was, you know, it's not like we just ran up the mountain, man. It was a freaking journey to get there, right? And we finally get to the top, and we see the entrance. It goes into the mountain like a cave entrance, and we're like, oh, thank God, we finally. I think that's where we probably need to go to unlock the mountain, because it seemed to match the quest we were given in description. So we're about to go in, and then this really powerful boss comes charging at us, and I don't remember what it looked like. I want to say it was a bird or something, but it's huge, and it just comes at us, and we're like, oh no, and she just jumps off the cliff. She just commits suicide, and her character lands in this impossible to reach spot on just like a piece of the mountain somewhere. It wasn't even a path, and we couldn't resurrect her, because I couldn't get close enough to her, and I tried, and I died trying to get to her on the side of the mountain. Outward is fun, man. It's anything you do in that game becomes an adventure. Absolutely anything, because it's just so freaking hard, man. It really feels like a really old game, with almost modern graphics. So the graphics aren't horrible, they're not the best ever, they're just like, okay. Oh, he dinged. Good job, Theros ding. Try to pull one of these. I really don't want to get any more than that, if possible. Yeah, Outward's cool. That would be a fun game to stream for sure. He talked after he died. It freaked me out. I thought there was another one on me. Nope, we got two. As long as that's all we get, we'll be alright. See, it made me switch mobs again. Tricky, dude. NPC's tricking me. Is blue instance? It looks like it was, right? Let me see. I don't remember. I thought you had to set, let's see. Group options. Yeah, I don't want it to be fruit. I didn't mean for that. We can do need before greed, I guess? Or would that be a pain? Maybe just round robin? I think that just means it just shares it evenly, I would assume. What level did we get to? Get to level 10, nice. It's not bad. Game 4 levels here. And we're not even playing the game you're really supposed to, we're just pulling mobs. It's not bad. I think that's how that works. So he activated like a group ability, I forget what it's called in this game. I've heard they're fairly broken in EQ2, but it seemed like it worked that time. I think they vary depending on who's in your party, what classes, etc. I think. I like this game though, man. Like I say, when did it come out? 2004, right? I think so, 2003 or 2004. It holds up, man. Very underappreciated, I gotta say that. I always have a good time when I play. Always a good time, every time I play it. I wish that my work situation wouldn't have happened when it did, and we could still be just running around on the TLP server, Kaladin, with the Knights of Napalm. That was a ton of fun. Oh, Theros says that most of those abilities do work. I just seen people complaining about they needed to fix them, and I don't know about it. Hoye, what's up, man? Hoye says this game was his jam. 2004 for about 12 to 14 years. Cool, man. I love this game, man. I have a lot of respect for EverQuest II, man. It's the one that nobody ever gave a chance. Oh boy, leave me alone. All access. Do you currently play? Or, Hoye, do you have a character on the server? Yeah, so what we'll do is, we'll stream some Outward. That would be fun one day. We'll also stream some, tomorrow, actually. Maybe. We'll see. Tomorrow, maybe I'll stream some, Vanguard. Would you guys like to see that? That'd be kind of cool, huh? Play some good old Brad McQuaid's, Vanguard. That game's cool. Not a lot of people on there, though. It'll mostly be me soloing. What do you guys think? Oh, cool, Burden. I'm probably, just so you're aware, because I don't want you wasting time or anything, I'm, yeah, the emulation, by the way, Grifka, for Vanguard's very simple. Just go straight to their website. They have all the files. Everything's there. It's very cut and dry. It's very simple. But Verdun, I don't want you to get on here and put too much effort into it, because I'm probably not going to be streaming for much longer. Just a little bit. I want to level Theros up to at least 11. So we're going to get him one more level. And then I'm going to hop off because I'm dirty. I've been at work all day. I need a shower. I'm starting to feel it now. You know what I'm saying? It didn't bother me when I first got home, but I'm starting to feel it. But if you want to get somewhere, I'm level, just so you know, I'm level 24. But, you know, it doesn't really matter. I can level sync down or mentor down or whatever. So, really doesn't matter what level you are. I could have sworn you had to be at least level 10 to mentor down to somebody, but that's not true. I leveled down to Theros at level 6, so. Maybe that was true on the TLP server, or maybe I'm just thinking of a totally different game. And no, Sassy Pickle, it's not. Alright, Brandon Robbins votes for Vanguard. I would love to play it tomorrow. It's a cool game. It's Brad McQuaid, man. That was his baby, dude. That was his baby. It just, the publishers forced him to launch it too early, man. That's it. If they could have had the time they needed, I guarantee you it would still be an active game right now. Because the game's cool as crap. So many freaking insane systems, man. And a lot of those systems, by the way, they don't work in the emulation yet. A lot of the stuff that we can definitely get on. Yeah, I can do that, Grifka. I can send you the link. But yeah, they may not work on the emulation, some of it, right? Like the more complicated things. The game just it does work fairly well, though. You can see a large majority of the world on the emulators is present. So, oh, he leveled up. So, we're about to end it, guys. Hope everybody had a good time tonight, though. And Brandon, you be careful on the road tonight, my man. Hopefully, I don't know how long you have left, but you be careful. Daniel Martin says, hey Nathan, I've been subbed to your vids for a while now. Notice you use a synthy electronic song for your background music. I happen to make music, and if you need royalty-free tracks, let me know. Sorry to talk shop here, but I wanted to send you a DM on your social media, but Twitter wouldn't let me. Yeah, cool. Alright, Verdon, I'll see you later. Yeah, so, you know, on my channel, I do a lot of goofy things with music, right? I have the puppet songs. All the music that I use is, honestly, from the YouTube audio library, right? So, it's accessible to anybody. That way, I don't get copyright strikes or anything like that. If you have some songs that you'd be willing to provide, then email them to me, man. I guess you know, stuff like that, kind of whimsical. Actually, it really doesn't matter. I'm really into like that synthy kind of '80s sound, or anything kind of dark, I guess, sound. I don't know. Sometimes I hear songs and I'm just like, man, that sounds like something I would have listened, you know, that feels like it belongs in the 90s era, or the late 80s. Kind of brings me back, and, you know, kind of into that kind of thing. But sure, you can shoot me an email, man. It's just the Nathan NAPALM, right? Just like the channel, at gmail.com. Shoot me an email. I'd be happy to use it and give you credit, of course. I've just always used the YouTube audio library because, I mean, it's got a crap load, and there's always new stuff coming. So far, it's kind of held me up for now. And a lot of times I use, I don't know, I maybe have 30 tracks or so, and I kind of shift between them because I like them. Anyway, guys, definitely, you say it's on Spotify? Yeah. So, another thing is you can join the Discord. After, it's going to take a little while because it's kind of a long stream, right? 3 or 4 hours, I don't know. But anyway, it'll take a little while for this to post up on. Sorry, don't know what I missed there. Theros. But anyway, there will be a link in the description for this video after it posts on YouTube, where you can go to it and join the Discord. All right, so it's easier to communicate with me there, Daniel, so that might help too. But yeah, guys, and I appreciate you, Steve. Steve says, thanks for the fun stream. Have fun too, guys. Thanks for joining me tonight. We had a pretty good turnout, actually. I'm pretty impressed. We got a new member, Brandon. Appreciate you, buddy. That really helps out. Appreciate you supporting the channel and helping my reality of going full-time Pantheon in the future become a reality. Guys, if you need anything or anything like that, don't forget that we are going to have the Discord link in the description. So, of course, you can go there and join that. And we communicate there. There's also a lot of sneak peeks. So, a lot of times when I'm about to release something real ridiculous, a puppet video or anything that I put an effort into, I'll put sneak peeks on there. We got a channel for that on the Discord where you can kind of sometimes even hear audio before it comes out when I'm working on one of my ridiculously absurd songs, or anything like that. So it's pretty cool. Plus, it's a way for you to stay in contact with me for when the Knights of Napalm becomes a reality at Pantheon's launch. So we're all just kind of gathered there, hanging out and getting to know each other. So. Well, guys, I really enjoyed hanging out with you tonight. This was very wholesome, I feel like. And I learned a lot. I'm a crappy streamer, right? Like I died like 5 times. I don't even know what the heck I'm doing. I'm just like playing the game with my subconscious mind while I'm actually talking to you guys, which maybe that's how it works. I don't know. I guess I'll learn though. But appreciate it, and it was fun, man. So guys, I hope you join me next time. I'll be streaming tomorrow, a little bit during the day, probably actually tomorrow because it's Saturday. But guys, appreciate it a lot. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me. Had a good time. And until next time, guys, we're gonna do Vanguard tomorrow. That's the plan. So we're gonna play Vanguard tomorrow. I'll see you then. Hope you join me for that, so we can explore that world that so many people haven't even got to see. It's insane. But yeah, guys, until next time, God bless and happy gaming.